Welcome to the New London 30-minute podcast. The topic is girls and boys' opinion.
You look so nervous.
I know.
Are you nervous?
Mhm.
Don't be nervous. We're going to be nice to you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, okay, I wrote down a few, and you guys didn't. So I guess I'll just start with mine. So I said, can guys and girls be just friends?
I think you can.
Yeah.
Somebody's calling me.
I definitely think you can.
But, like, why?
Why do I think that? Because, why not? You can just be friends with a girl without liking them. You don't just have. If you're like friends with a girl, you don't have to date them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It doesn't have
But
to
it's
be like a date, like.
But you can like them as a friend, right? Or how do you see this, Lanai?
I don't know. Okay, I think, first of all, in order to become friends with somebody, you have to be pulled to them in, like, a specific way anyways, right? So, like, it's just, I'll say with full force, like, I've been attracted to a lot of my guy friends. Like, I've, like, liked them. Not liked them, but I've, like, liked them. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah. If he wanted to date, I'd be like, yeah, sure. You know?
Yeah, within my girls that are my friends, I've never been attracted to them in that way.
None of them?
None of them.
Nobody.
None of them.
Not one.
Not one.
Ever.
Ever.
Not once.
Not once.
I don't believe you. I think you're
I mean,
lying.
You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling the truth.
I think you're lying to me.
Well, that sucks.
But okay, so you've never dated somebody but like been friends with them before?
Yeah. Then.
Exactly.
I mean-
Usually,
you
usually
have
you
been
start
attracted
out
to.
as friends. You
Right.
just jump right into dating
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
meet someone.
Right. So you have to like be friends with them, and you can't say you're not attracted to them, especially if you dated them.
You are right, but
See? So but I think in certain situations, it'll be like, yeah, they're just a
Because
friend.
most of the time, you
Yeah.
pick your friends who you get along with the most, obviously, because that's, how
Right.
friendships work. Usually, especially if it's a guy, you're basically picking out someone that you would date. Because
Yeah.
if you're able to tolerate them as a friend, you could tolerate them as, like, a significant other.
Right.
It's like, I have guy friends, but I also have a boyfriend, so I don't really ever think about that. Oopsies.
How do you feel about having friends of the opposite gender when you're in a relationship?
it can be hard at sometimes because sometimes the girlfriend or boyfriend can get mad or like jealous.
But like you personally,
Me
like if you
personally?
had a girlfriend, I don't know if you do, but if you do, or if you had,
Mm-hmm.
hypothetical, we'll just say it's hypothetical. You have a girlfriend, but she's like super close with a different guy. How would that make you feel?
I don't know, cause it just depends. It just depends on the situation and who
But-
it was.
Okay,
you know
so
what I
like,
mean?
what's worst situation? What's worst case scenario about this kid?
Worst case scenario? I don't know.
When
He's
they
like
hang out with them,
6'2",
6'2".
he's ripped.
when they hang out with
super
them
hot.
more than they hang out with you.
Yeah, she's always on FaceTime with him. Always.
Well, that's
talking
different.
To him.
That's different. That's way different.
But, like, most of the time it has to do with trust. If you can trust, like, your
Yeah.
significant other to be around other people.
Okay, I get it's like a relationship trust thing, and people always say like, "Oh yeah, I trust you." My issue wouldn't be with trusting my, let's say, boyfriend. Like my issue wouldn't be trusting them; it would be trusting the other girl. Cause like I don't know what you're gonna try and do.
Because
Leave 'em
usually
alone.
most of the time, if I, like, talk to someone new and they're of a different gender, I'm like, hey, by the way, I have a boyfriend. Just putting that out there.
Right,
Don't try anything because I'm not going to, obviously respond back with anything positive.
right.
So I'm just like, like.
I think a lot of people don't respect that though.
there
And
are
like
some
I think
people
it's
that push
different
it.
if there's a shared respect there.
Yeah.
Like if you're like she has a boyfriend, I'm gonna still be her friend. We're still gonna talk and like be friends, but we're not gonna be something else.
I've been friends with some guys that are still pushy when you're in a relationship,
Mhm.
like very pushy, and usually I end up unfriending them because it's like I made the point that I'm with somebody, I don't want to talk to you anymore. If all you're gonna do is flirt with me and continue to, insinuate stuff that I would literally told you I cannot do because I am in a relationship and I do not wish to do it with you because you're not, my boyfriend. So, you have to be the bigger person in those situations where you take care of them yourself
yeah.
and like get rid of that person instead of well, yeah, this person's been flirting with me for like 3 years, still haven't,
I think that okay. Also, if you're friends with like your ex, but you're in another relationship with somebody, what do you think about that?
I don't know how comfortable I'd be about that, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah, every
Because
time
you've been attracted to them before.
Right. Like
And
y'all
it's like-
literally dated.
Yeah.
Like,
So, I mean, it would that I probably wouldn't be too okay. with that.
yeah, I think that's where I would draw the line. I
Every
think if you're
time-
friends with other people, that's okay. But when you're to the point where like you and your ex are still like constantly texting each other, constantly talking to each other, like I get that you guys might be just friends, but at one point you were not.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's just a feeling.
every time I'm befriended like one of my exes, it never goes good, and I
Yeah.
end up just like being like, oh yeah, this is why I stopped, talking to you in the first place. So I mean, yeah, I do like have exes that they can see like my life, like on Instagram and all that stuff, but I don't talk to them.
Yeah.
Like I don't insinuate conversation, being like, hey, what's going on? Like
Oh,
I have
hey,
talked to
how
them,
you
and then I start
doing?
realizing
Miss
as I'm
you.
like conversating, I'm like, this is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
This is why. Yeah, I think that would be where I would draw the line.
Mhm.
Especially like if your ex is hotter than me. Like now I'm really gonna be mad. Like you're talking to this girl that you used to date who was also more attractive than me. You're done. You're done.
Like I also feel like it's like talking with your ex sometimes can be nice because it's like, hey, just make sure we're on the same page. We understand that like, yeah, what we had,
Yeah.
but that we're only friends now, and that we just like making up for, especially if you like ended your relationship bad, and you just want to make sure you come to terms on something.
Kylie, you have small ears.
That's very random.
No,
It's
you-
like deep talking about
your ears
relationships.
look-
And then,
Look at his ears. Tell me his ears aren't small.
at least you don't look like an elf.
That is true.
And he has long eyelashes.
Imagine not having long eyelashes.
My eyelashes are nubs.
Mine are.
They don't
long.
exist.
You should get some clear mascara.
Oh my gosh, let's do Kyler's makeup.
Yeah.
That's our next podcast, guys. We're gonna do Kyler's makeup.
All right, I'm down.
You probably are. I have one written down like that though. I said, can straight guys wear makeup?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, why not?
What do you mean? I guess.
I mean, why
Insinuate.
not? I mean-
what are you
What are you
doing?
insinuating?
You can.
I like that word today.
You can-
Insinuating.
You can wear whatever you want or put whatever you want on your face, I guess. If you
Okay.
want,
I guess.
I mean, if
would
you
you
want
wear
to.
makeup? I mean, you just kind of said you.
I mean,
would.
I want to wear it out in public. I'd like let my friends, that are girls, do my
And
makeup
then like take pictures and be like,
Like-
oh, he's so pretty.
and like then take it off afterwards, and that would be it. I wouldn't wear it out in public.
Guys, Kyler's the best guy friend to have.
Okay, but what about this? Why is it okay that girls can wear guys' clothing, but if a guy wears girls' clothing, it's not?
Like crop
Okay.
tops.
Yeah.
I think men in crop tops, awesome. I love
But
it.
it's just like I can pull up wearing like a men's t-shirt and sweatpants, and no one's gonna bat an eye thinking that it's men's clothing. But then the second a guy shows up wearing something that's like
It's like,
feminine, it's like,
oh.
oh, what are you doing? But
What,
like
like
I've
that?
literally wore outfits that's all men's clothing,
Right.
shoes and everything.
I think men's clothing is just a lot more comfortable though.
Yeah,
Like
plus
a
they
lot
have
of fun.
pockets.
Like I
so.
like wearing boxers. I think boxers are super comfortable.
But I think a lot of like men, I don't think it's more of a choice for them. I mean, I think we'd rather wear just men's clothes
Yeah.
because it's more comfortable.
Yeah, just
It's-
everyone should just wear men's
it's
clothing.
like-
It's more comfortable. Like
I'm just saying.
that's
like-
that's a new stigma. Everybody wear men's clothes.
like-
I mean, just like
I don't know of a lot of men that are like, oh, I just want to wear a crop top,
right.
or like,
You know anybody? Like nobody you know has
because
ever
guys
like,
can
No.
just walk around with their shirt off.
ever.
Like it's
never.
okay for them
Like
to
they
do
never
that.
been like, oh yeah, let me put on this dress.
No,
No,
not like.
I don't believe
no,
that.
Not at all.
I don't believe that. I think it's also about. I just constantly tell you I don't believe you. No, I think it's also about being really like comfortable with your masculinity.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna throw a fit because, like some dude, or it makes sense in my head. I can't explain it.
If
out
a guy
loud.
shows up wearing leggings underneath his shorts, just for fun.
Right. I think it's also it's about being really confident in your masculinity, and it's like if you know at the end of the day I'm still a man. Clothes don't define who I am. Like then I think that's good. I think it's really cool.
Harry Styles.
I love Harry Styles.
Have you seen the Billy Porter being upset about Harry Styles?
No.
Oh, so you know how
Kyler just clocked out. Kyler's not interested
So-
anymore.
Harry Styles had that Vogue
No, Kyler,
cover
come
where
back.
he was wearing a dress, and it was like the first guy to ever wear a dress on a Vogue cover.
Oh yeah, the Vogue cover. Yeah.
And Billy Porter, he's black, and he, obviously he's been out there wearing dresses for years, and he had a big stink about it because he's like, well, you should have chose someone that's more like in danger of being judged in society than a straight white man. Like, okay, first of all,
we
Harry-
don't know Harry Styles'
he said he's,
sexuality, okay?
like undecided, like undefined, whatever.
He's out here
And
living
plus,
life,
like,
and y'all are mad about it.
and Harry Styles
Stay
can
mad.
honestly, hate to say it, get the point across better than Billy Porter, considering you didn't even really know who he was until I told you.
Yeah, who?
But yeah, it's like, it's more of a platform thing using, you know, whoever's more popular.
I think when you use big platforms and like people that have larger platforms, then that's gonna get it around.
yeah, but
more.
obviously, like, address, like, the people that have been doing it longer. Like, Billy, I mean, if they would
like I understand.
they
the
would have put, like, a little,
frustration, I
like,
do.
side article, just being, like,
Right.
you know, the history on that, too, like, that would have been great. But it's just, you usually use them with a bigger platform at first to get it across, and then you start,
Yeah.
you know, slowly
I
bringing
understand the like frustration in it though,
Yeah,
but
he
you
was
have
just,
to,
like,
in order to get people to be more comfortable with it, you have to use somebody that has a big
Yeah.
platform.
and then, you
you
know,
know.
especially, like, the guys who like Harry Styles, it's like, wow, Harry Styles is on the cover of
Styles
Vogue wearing a
cover
dress.
of Vogue in a dress.
I can wear a dress.
I can wear a dress
Yes.
and take pictures and be on the
Yes.
cover of Vogue.
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Harry Styles can do it. You can too. Let me get that tattooed on me. If Harry can do
Life
it,
motto.
so can you. Kyler,
Any thoughts?
you look like Anthony Ramos.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, there's no way.
Yes, you do.
There's
You
no
really
way.
do.
No, I
I'm
do
sorry.
not.
It's like the haircut,
I've asked
and it's
people.
like the lashes.
I've asked
and it's
people
like
about
the
that,
freckles,
and they've all said
and
no.
the smile. It's just all of it. You
Oh,
look like him.
Does Anthony Ramos have freckles though?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Does he really?
Yeah. What?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Does he really?
I've showed you pictures of him before.
And he has no freckles.
Yes, he does.
How come I've never
His
seen him?
whole face is freckles. He's just a freckly man.
No.
You can't just say no. You can't deny Anthony Ramos's looks.
I've seen a picture of him. I don't recall
You-
seeing any freckles.
I would. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've seen a
I can't.
picture, and
I'll show you later.
there's
but
some-
you know he has freckles.
some similarities,
You're
but
lying.
like not like facial structure wise. It's
Yeah.
more of just
Okay,
details.
maybe not facial structure.
It's details,
but
that
it's
are
the freckles.
similars.
It's the hair. It's the eyes.
But if he were to get a buzz cut, you wouldn't say the same thing, would you?
Yeah, I would. I
Okay,
think no
if
matter
he-
what his hair
if-
looks like,
if-
he looks
if
like
he got
him.
a buzz cut, changed his
I
eyes,
think
and he
it's 'cause
put
of it's the hair
put foundation
color.
on.
The hair color.
Hair color. So if
The
he
hair
dyed his hair
color.
blonde,
Even
bleach
with-
blonde.
Please don't ever dye your
Even
hair.
with my long
blonde.
hair, you even said I look like him. So it doesn't
Yeah,
even matter
you
what my
did.
hair
It doesn't matter what your hair looks like, and it doesn't matter the haircut. It's just like
He grows a
you.
mullet, dyes it bleach blonde. He gets an eye lift,
If
like
you
an
ever
eyelid
do
lift.
that,
Mullets
I
are so
And he
ugly.
puts on foundation to where you can't see his
Mullets are
freckles.
so
Would you
ugly.
still say the same
so
thing?
ugly. I'm sorry.
If you just
There's
like
like a
changed him.
select few people that can pull off a mullet. Most people cannot.
There's a difference
I think
between
you could.
No,
there's a difference
Maybe like a
between
curly
like
mullet.
I could never do that to myself.
I think you could have curly hair. Like if you like got a perm.
if it's curly and well maintained, okay, go you. But if it's just like not,
no. Like, okay, imagine Kyler with a mullet.
no,
No.
I don't want to.
Short pause. 1 second. Yeah, I'm okay. No, don't do it. But I'm just saying that
If
he
you
had curly
chose
hair,
that
maybe.
you wanted. This feels like it's really in my face. If you chose that you wanted one, I wouldn't be like, ew, gross.
If you had curlier
but
hair,
if you also chose to, why did your eye just like twitch? He was like, okay, don't get a mullet, but you could get a
Definitely
perm.
not.
I think if you had curly hair, you'd be kind of snazzy.
he should get one of them like layered mullets. It's like, have you seen
No,
that?
don't
Like,
get
what,
any
what Miley
mullet.
Cyrus had? I wanted one of those. But
not the Miley Cyrus.
I wanted one of those, and then I thought about it. I was like, do I want someone to screw it up? No. So I didn't, obviously.
I'm sorry, I'm blanked out. I was staring at you. And I was like, she's
I was just
saying
like-
words. It's just not processing. That's what Kyler looks like all the time. Kyler just always looks checked
He just
out.
he looks like an answering machine. Just doesn't give any answers back.
He's like, beep.
Constant beeping
Basically.
in his head.
Speak. Okay.
Okay.
Some people wish they could speak, Kyler. So speak for them.
I can't speak for
What is
someone
he, the
that-
Lorax?
Yes. He speaks for the trees.
That'd be pretty cool.
Do you
being
like the
Lorax.
Lorax?
Who doesn't like the Lorax? If you don't like the Lorax,
I think Dr. Seuss was a snazzy man.
Yeah.
But also, wasn't he like...
he was very. I've heard stuff about him.
I've
that's
heard stuff
not-
about him as
yeah.
I haven't
well.
really
That's
heard
why I'm
much.
like, wait. Should
Other
I
I
than
don't
that?
know if he's a good
it-
man, but
yeah.
he might be a snazzy man.
He might be a snazzy dude. You can be snazzy and be a terrible person.
Or like
think
when
Snatch is
his
about
books were gonna
style.
get taken off of being sold, like the really like the
Yeah.
Was it racist?
Wasn't he like?
was it racist like
It was
books?
something.
I don't know.
Man's was something.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. Seuss.
At least
and
you got the
Dr.
Lorax
Seuss
out of there.
connoisseurs.
At least you got the Lorax.
Lorax is probably one of my favorite Dr.
Didn't
Seuss.
he write?
Really?
Oh, he also wrote.
What other Dr. Seuss books do you know?
The fish one.
The
Three
Cat in
Legs
the Hat.
Ham.
Wait, one
Red
fish,
fish,
two
fish,
red fish, blue fish.
and
Yeah.
Hop on Pop, Green Eggs and Ham.
Wasn't
Cat
Horton
in the
Hears a
Hat.
Who a Dr. Seuss
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the movie.
Cat in the Hat. The Cat in the Hat movie's a fever dream.
Bro.
Like
The Cat in the Hat movie was something else.
they have it at Dollar General.
If you could pick a favorite movie, what would it be?
My favorite movie, I don't know. I like a lot of movies.
No, you don't.
No,
What kind of
I
movies
don't.
do you watch?
I watch all types of movies.
Like what?
Action movies, comedies, scary movies.
I feel like he likes Deadpool. Seems like a
Deadpool's not
Deadpool guy.
bad. I've watched Deadpool.
No, I've heard the new Venom movie's really good.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't
Um,
seen it yet, but somebody was telling me that it was like really good.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
People have been
I
saying
kinda
the
wanna
new
see it.
Halloween movie sucks.
I want to see the new Halloween movie so
But then
bad.
I also heard like someone who works at the movie theater said someone ran out of there like 15 minutes in, peeing their pants, and
Oh.
saying it was too scary.
Oh,
So
I thought you
I
meant
don't
just
know.
peeing their pants. I was like, they just had to pee. Okay.
no, and then just so I don't know, like getting mixed reviews. I feel like the people that don't think it's scary, it's
I've
the
heard
people
the
that's
Paw
like,
Patrol movie sucks. I've heard everybody hates it.
Well, I
Probably.
gotta watch it to see though.
They said it was too much Ryder. Like they had too much Ryder in it for it to be Paw Patrol.
like
Ryder's
I
not a
don't
dog.
understand why they take a TV show and they make
Ryder's
a
a
movie.
person.
I understand like the first
It's not
SpongeBob
Person
movie.
Patrol.
The first SpongeBob movie was awesome, but then maybe just one movie. Don't like make so many spin. They made new.
Are you talking about the Sponge Out of Water?
No, it was the first SpongeBob movie, like with the.
I
Yeah.
thought Sponge Out of Water was funny.
Eh.
I liked Sponge Out of Water.
I didn't like the animation really,
I think I did, and I think that's why I liked it.
but the newest SpongeBob movie,
Because the animation can't
Oh.
stay the same if they're out of water.
there's so much happening on that movie. There's so
Bro,
many shapes and
SpongeBob
colors.
is weird. Like when you
Yeah.
really like, I think every show and every animated show has like that one episode where it's like it really
Weird.
makes you think and it's super weird.
Yeah.
Like okay, first of all, Gravity Falls, whole fever dream. That whole show.
I really wish they made more.
I wish they did too. I forgot. I looked up why they canceled it because I was watching it again on Hulu. Because they have it on Hulu. They also have it on Disney Plus. But I've been watching it again, and I looked up why they canceled it, and I can't remember what it was. But I saw a bunch of conspiracy theories about it.
It
Wasn't
was
it
pretty
like-
cool. It was probably one of my favorites when I was young.
Yeah, I think Phineas and Ferb was really good.
Yeah.
It was.
Phineas and Ferb was a good show.
I loved like we all knew how the episode was gonna end. They weren't gonna get caught.
We always knew.
They
Except
weren't
for the
gonna
one
get-
where they did. Remember that when
They
Candace?
did?
Oh, went back in
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
and stuff? Yeah.
They like went back in time and they like got caught and like they were in like the institution, the
Mhm.
juvenile center.
They sent them away to that like prison type
yeah,
place.
it was like a juvenile
and they
center.
did have to like cut their hair and stuff.
Yeah, they
So,
had to like do the
bald.
buzz cuts
Yeah.
or whatever.
How do we feel about Fairly Odd Parents? They have a new character, like a new main character. It's a
Really?
girl, and they changed the whole theme song, and it does not flow.
Well, then I want to watch it. There's
Yeah,
no point.
because then it's not
But
Fairly,
man,
Fairly
I
Odd Parents.
love Poof. Poof is so cute.
But it's not Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay, but the original, like without them
The
screwing it
OG.
up, like I loved it.
OG.
Mr. Crocker. Yeah, he was a vibe.
I think every show had like that sister that was like,
Mean
yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Just trying to get him in trouble. Just
Not
to
every
have,
show, obviously.
just to have
but
that
they all had,
satisfaction.
like-
Yeah.
I think
that one
most of
character.
the like popular ones had like
Yeah.
that one sister where it's like, oh, here she goes again. Hate her.
You got Liv and Maddie. That wasn't really that
But-
one sister. It was both the
I thought we were
sisters.
talking about animated shows.
Oh, we're going to live action ones now. Yes.
No, we're staying in animated.
But still.
What other animated shows were there that I liked?
I like Teen Titans Go. Well, I like the original Teen Titans more than Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
The original is awesome.
Skylar? Any animated shows you like?
I'm trying to think.
Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry. I did used to watch that a lot when I was younger.
Looney
Tom and
Tunes?
Jerry.
When you were younger, you're still young.
I mean, like
Oh.
Didn't you like just turn 15 like
like 7
2 weeks ago?
Finally, 7 years ago.
Okay. So
I was
you were
like-
like
6. Or,
no,
no,
no.
wait. I was like 8,
You-
7.
eight. No, wait. Yeah, it'd be 8.
Yeah,
It'd be 8.
something like
Yeah.
that.
It'd be
I
8.
still look like I'm 8.
We
You
know
do
better.
kind of look like
We
you're
know.
8.
Thanks.
It's okay. It's like a cute little 8-year-old. Sorry.
I'm trying to think. What was that show? They were like cats or something? And like
You know what I think is super cool? Like adult animated
Animaniacs.
shows.
That's what it's called.
Adult animated shows.
Never watched them.
Like American Dad. and-
Oh yeah.
I don't really
I
like
like
Family
Family Guy. Yeah, I
Guy.
like Family Guy.
I've been watching Family Guy. They've
I
got
like
like everything on
The
Hulu,
Cleveland
bro.
Show.
I know this
The
isn't a
Cleveland Show.
cartoon,
The Cleveland Show.
but I've been watching Trailer Park Boys, and I love it.
I started watching South Park when I was like 8, and I didn't understand any of it, and I still kind of don't. Every now and then I'm like, what? But I think it's funny, and Family Guy is actually super funny.
I've watched a few Simpsons episodes when they've just been on TV and I've been bored.
Yeah,
They're,
I
like,
don't
they're
think
good.
The Simpsons is nearly as bad
They're
as the other ones.
they're good. Just I don't
I like this.
like.
The
strive
Simpsons
out
is
to see it.
good. I'm not saying it's like not a good show. I'm just
The
saying it's
what?
like they don't have as many bad like innuendos,
What
like adult moments as
what show are we talking about?
The Simpsons.
I blanked for a second. I was just like,
But The Simpsons is not nearly as like. It was right on the tip of my tongue and then it left.
it's not like.
Grotesque? Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't
think
know. I
that's
don't
the
know what
word
that
I'm
means.
looking for.
Did you guys used to watch the Rugrats?
I love
Yeah.
Rugrats.
I never really watched it. When I was
Oh, then why would you bring it
I
up?
was just wondering because I didn't really watch this. I was
You
just
looked,
wondering.
you looked like you were excited. You were like, did you guys ever watch the Rugrats?
I mean, I have watched it before when I was younger, but
Yeah. What do you know about the Rugrats?
nothing really.
Exactly.
I'm just
You know
asked.
what was good? The Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the Flintstones.
You don't like the Flintstones?
Not that much.
Really?
Bro, it's
Why?
just like a simplistic cartoon to.
What makes you not like the Flintstones,
I
Kylie?
don't know.
Hey, if
Don't
we're on
like
old
it.
TV shows, what about the Golden Girls?
I love the Golden Girls.
I didn't
Love
watch that much Golden Girls. Did you guys ever watch The Nanny?
Yes, I also watched Brady Bunch.
I've
Who
never
was the
watched
Who was the oldest Brady brother?
I don't know.
It's kind of hot.
Brenna. Isn't
mean,
he like old or dead
He's
now?
like 60.
Is he dead?
No,
Oh.
he's alive. Very much alive.
Bro, you know who's still alive? That's absolutely insane to me. What's her name? Queen Elizabeth?
Betty White's about to turn
Isn't she
100.
like 99?
Something like
She's
that.
like 95. Betty White's about to
Betty
turn 100.
White's 99.
she's about to turn 100.
That's who's 99. Somebody's
Yeah.
99.
That's my favorite old person.
Betty White is about to turn 100. And isn't she like still
She was on a
acting in
SpongeBob
movies?
episode. She played.
I see
an
her
old
in
lady.
like movies all the time. She was in, what was it? Was it Grown Ups? Was she in Grown Ups?
No.
No,
she
no,
was in
she
Grown
definitely
Ups.
was not in Grown Ups.
What was she in? She was in some movie that I watched recently, and I was like, Betty? What are
I
you
don't know,
doing
but
here?
she was in a SpongeBob episode. She like narrated as an
Yeah.
old fish.
I think it's weird that Betty White's still alive.
She's drinking
What
that
is she doing?
immortality juice.
She's old. I just.
Like,
Like-
imagine living to be 99. Like, love you, Betty, but personally,
And I'm pretty sure she's still pretty healthy too.
yeah, isn't
Yeah.
she like she might live for like another like 10 years. If she's still alive in like 10 years,
If she's still alive when I have
I'd give
kids,
her
I
another
will
100
bless
years.
her. I will name my child Betty.
she's God. That's who Betty is. She's just.
I don't care if
God.
it's a
That's
boy.
my
I will name my
mom's
child
name,
Betty.
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 Mhm.
I thought you were gonna say God.
No, definitely no.
That's my mom's name. God.
I wonder if anyone ever actually names their child like God or Jesus. Like not
Jesus?
not Jesus, but like Jesus.
But
Just-
it's spelled like.
I know, but
Jesus.
like they're like Americans and they name their child Jesus.
Probably not.
Do people do that?
You know what? Just for you, I'll do it. I'll be like, this my kid.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Middle
I can see
name,
you doing that.
You could.
I
I
really
totally
could.
will.
middle name Christ. Yes.
Yeah. I knew it.
Yeah.
Betty White is 99. How?
Yeah, and her birthday's in like.
How
soon.
healthy is that lady?
Pretty
if
healthy.
She makes it to 100. I'm just gonna.
I will throw a birthday party
I'm
from my house
I'm
for
gonna
her.
make a shrine. I'm gonna make a Betty White shrine, and I'm gonna pray to my Betty White
Bro,
shrine every
she
night.
should have played. You know, if they would have made Titanic a few like decades ago, started out when she was younger, and then if they knew she would, if she would have known she was living this long,
It's just like
She coulda
the
just
movie
came
took
back and
30
just-
years to come out. You're like, I wonder why. It's like because Betty White.
it took like
man.
50 years to come out or whatever.
You're like, yeah, it's been just waiting for 80 years.
It's been 84 years.
years.
I just recently watched Titanic again.
The Titanic actually sucks. The acting, I'm just kidding.
I remember. I've watched that movie.
Do you like
Do you like it?
It was decent. I was young.
I always cry
was like-
every time.
I've
watch it.
stopped crying because I've grown immune to it. I know how it ends.
I know
I know
a
how
lot
it
of the
ends.
movies I cry to end, and I
Or
still,
Pearl Harbor.
I
the 3-hour-long
still
movie.
cry to them, and I think it's because I don't know. I think it's because the story like really sucks you in.
Oh, there was a movie that I watched that I cried. I can't remember what it was.
No, you know what makes me cry every time I watch it? The Fault in Our Stars.
I
I
haven't
will
watched
never
it
not cry
since.
to that.
I never watched that movie.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
I don't believe.
I
you.
watched it with Lanaya for the first time because I
And
remember we
when
were sobbing.
sobbing,
We were sobbing
like aggressively. It was like
Yes.
3:00 in the morning
in
and
my
we were
basement.
aggressively sobbing, and it was
Like we got a whole
were,
box
like,
of tissues and
it was
everything.
So bad. I don't even want to go into details.
Got a whole box
That's
of
just
tissues down there and
embarrassing.
everything.
That's embarrassing. We're not gonna talk about
That's
that anymore.
funny.
Then we watched like
It's not funny.
the newer Chucky movie before they made the new one.
It's not funny.
It
What was
is
that? What was
funny.
the Chucky movie when they're like
Bro,
in
I
a
think
mental,
Chucky's an icon.
when they were in a mental institution? Whatever.
That's Cult of Chucky.
Yeah, because we watched that together.
Yeah, I watched it the other night and I was just like, man,
It was on
this
TV.
movie's kind of garbage.
It was on TV and it was.
I think the effects in it weren't good.
Oh,
I didn't watch
my
that
dad
movie
was
either.
confused. We were watching it.
What have you seen?
I don't watch TV.
I watched
It's
the
not
original Chucky.
TV.
That was pretty
I
good.
don't watch
It's
movies.
Okay, can we just backtrack to like 10 minutes ago when this man sat here and was like, I watch all kinds of movies. I watch movies all the time.
Action movies.
I love
said-
movies.
comedy
I said I-
movies.
Comedy movies.
No, I didn't say I watch movies all the time.
Yeah,
I said I watch different types
boy,
of movies.
I will. Oh my god.
The movies that I have watched have been
So
different
you
types
did
of movies.
sit here and you said I watch movies all the time.
No, I did not
Yes,
say
you did.
Liar. Where's the proof?
If we
in
rewind
the
this
video, are
when
you
we're done
kidding me?
filming, we will prove it.
You can prove this, and you're gonna be wrong. Cause I said
Okay, if you didn't say you watch movies all the time, you did say you watch a lot of movies.
No,
and you
yeah.
say
no,
I
I-
watch all kinds of movies.
I
Yeah.
said I might.
And
have
then you
Still-
just sat here and
It
went,
still
I
insinuates that
don't
you watch movies.
I just don't watch movies.
I said I watch different types of movies. Like when I do watch movies.
So, but you're not telling us what kind of movies you watch.
What kind of movies I watch?
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of movies.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But the
Okay.
movies I do watch, I don't watch like the same genre of movie every time.
You don't.
I'm like, well, I mean, you kind of have to. There's
He
only,
probably
like,
watches horror movies and then like he gets too scared, so he watched it as a rom com.
yeah.
Do you watch rom-coms? Don't lie.
They're kind of cringy, honestly.
No, some of them are super
I mean,
good.
some are
though.
good, but like most are
Some-
cringy.
but like some of the plots of them are just like
they're
really
like
bad.
Hallmark movies.
I hate movies that like draw out the movie. Like, why do we need to watch five movies about this one couple? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Twilight. What are you gonna do
Okay, I
about
love
it?
Twilight. I love Twilight. Don't diss.
Okay, you can't deny that the acting in Twilight is literally some of the worst.
Okay,
acting
it
you've ever
got
seen in your
better
life.
as they film more movies, but like, yeah, the first movie
It's
so
still
awkward.
not great. It's not.
I loved it though.
You get. I mean, I get like.
I love more
watching
for
it,
the
it's fun.
storyline, not for the
Have you seen
acting.
Twilight?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen all 5 Twilights?
Yeah, I have.
Don't know.
I binged it in
Okay,
like a week.
so there's Twilight, and then there's New Moon, and then there's Eclipse, and then there's Breaking Down Part 1 and Breaking Down Part 2.
Part
That
one's my
is
favorite.
in order, by the way. 5 movies about vampires and werewolves.
Yes, and I love it. I will rewatch.
You probably do. No, okay, I like Eclipse. I think Eclipse was the one movie that I would
I
actually
liked Breaking Dawn
watch
Part
again.
1.
Part 1 was good too. But if
Mhm.
you've seen Twilight, you would know that that's just
I watched. I'm pretty sure I watched the first one.
at least the first one. I feel like everybody's seen at least the first one. If you haven't seen it, you know about it.
Battle
Definitely.
Scars.
That was cool. No, I think it's bad. Love Kristen Stewart.
Just like the first movie, just awful acting because she was so awkward. Like when she was putting the ketchup, she was just didn't even put a single drop
Or
of ketchup.
the apple bouncing off his foot when it's like, ooh, and it's like, oh, it's the book cover. I tried to read the books, but the books are like
Yes, they're thick,
thick.
thick. I have
They are.
I have one of
Are
them
they
that's
really?
not even. I have one that's not even part of the
Thicker than
Twilight
your
series, and it is thick. But no, she has more books. I have one at home.
Yeah, she made a new one, Midnight Sun, and it's the first movie
I don't
or the
remember
first
what-
book, but it's told in the perspective of Edward. That's his name.
Oh, fun.
Oh, okay. Well, we kind of got sidetracked. Sorry about that.
Very.
But yep, thanks for watching.